Welcome to the Mirror Sports Broadcasting Show. I'm Nick.
I'm AJ.
I'm Zach.
And we got action coming to you today from men's basketball, women's basketball, and football. But to start things off, we're first going to look at men's basketball versus Iona.
Mirror is at Iona in the opening of conference play here in the MAC. And both teams are also playing in a rematch of last year's MAC championship game, with Iona winning their 14th MAC title and defeating Marist in the finals, 76-55. With just over 11 minutes left in the half, Marist up 11-9. Quick ball movement by Marist. Jaden Collins kicks it to Cam Ferris and knocks the jumper down. But Iona pushes the ball up the court and Terrell Williams Jr. steps into the shot and makes it. Both teams train buckets early, making this a defensive matchup. Final minute of the half, Iona leading by 2. Collins pushes the ball up the court and Ferris hits a trailing Javon Cooley to knock down the transition 3. Both teams shot poorly from 3, but each one made the difference, and we're all tied up at 25 going into the second half. 12 minutes left, Iona leading by 3. Josh Pasquarelli works the ball around. The ball continues to move and finds it back in his hands to knock down a triple to tie the game. After not starting against the University of New Hampshire, he had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Less than a minute left, Mary's down 1 on the inbounds pass. Collins finds Isaiah Brickman for the slam to put the Foxes up 1 with just 50 seconds left of the game. Brickman skies for the dunk, and he finishes the game with 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Going to the closing seconds of the game, Mary's up 3, 83 free throw attempts combined for both sides. Cooley knocked down the first, looking to put the game away, and he ices it. Mary's takes this one from Iona and opens up the MAC play 1-0.
Here today we have Cam Ferris, the guard for Marist men's basketball. So Cam, last year you came into Marist as a transfer from Robert Morris. How did you feel about coming in here?
I think it was really nice change of scenery. Just coming from a program that wasn't necessarily winning a lot, so the opportunity to play for Coach Dunn in the MAC and have an opportunity to compete for a championship was something that I wanted to do, and ultimately we made it and came up a little short, but it was definitely...
Do you feel there's like a big difference between like the cultures of the schools maybe?
Yeah, I think Marist has like a kind of a more rich culture, a little more tradition. Robert Morris was not lacking in tradition, but it was just kind of a younger school. It wasn't as established as here, so it was just different.
Okay, yeah. So you were like the top reserve guard last season. How do you feel that's like impacted you for this season now that just started?
I think it's put me in a position where the coaches trust me a little more. Since I was part of the championship team, they know that we've seen what it takes to win games, and I'm just trying to be a leader and kind of guide the younger guys and show them what it takes to win and how to compete every day.
Yeah, and your game against Army, how'd you feel like you guys did as a team and you individually, like, or what could you guys do to work on, or
I think.
what do you think you did right? Yeah,
I think we showed that we can really guard very well. We're like a good team defending, defending wise, and we know how to move the ball. You know that in order to win, everybody has to touch the ball, everybody has to share it. And just selflessness.
Gotta work together, kind of. Yeah, like it's not a one-person game. Yeah, no.
It's a team game.
Okay, thank you.
Preseason coaches poll this year, you can see Iona finishes on the top of the poll in second, and as for Marist, only selected in the 8th spot, despite the playoff push last year that they had in the MAC.
Marist is starting off the season strong with an overall record of 5 wins and 2 losses, not to mention being on top of the MAC conference early in first place ahead of the defending champs Iona. The next match is a non-conference game against Dartmouth on December 9th.
Now to women's basketball, the 2 and 3 Foxes take on the Yale Bulldogs. They look to get back on track following 2 straight losses. They should be getting more offense back as guard Kiara Fisher is back from injury. Now the Marist Foxes have the 1-2 punch with her and Shakespeare back on the court.
Here to women's basketball, we got Marist Red Foxes taking on the Yale Bulldogs. The Foxes are led by leading scorer Zaria Shazer, and the Yale Bulldogs are led by 2-time second-team All-Ivy Jenna Clark. She's averaging 14, 6, and 5 this year. Let's jump straight ahead to the second quarter. Yale is 21-12. Clark to Kristen McCann in the corner. She knocks it down, puts the Bulldogs up 12. Closing seconds of the half here. Yale is still leading. Katie Cunningham collects the rebound. She's going to push the ball down court here. Ball finds Shazer with 1 second. Hits the turnaround buzzer. Bang. Foxes cut the deficit to 9.5. Red Fox is down 26 to 17.5. They're going to need a push of offense. A 17.5 is not going to get the job done. Halfway through the third, Bulldogs up big. Clark is going to find McKenna again, and she's going to knock down this triple. Clark finished with the game high 8 assists, 1 shy of her career high. Final minute here in the fourth quarter. Clark is going to dish again, and the three's going to be made again as Yale pulls away their biggest lead of the game. Yale takes down Marist 61-45. Fox is just 3 more games for MAC conference play. Here we got the preseason coaches poll. Marist coming in at 4th with no first place votes. They're a little skid right now, so it's important for them to find their footing so they can compete in conference play.
Foxes fall to 2-4 after the Yale game, and now currently sit 2-6 after the past 2 games. Unfortunately, Kara Fisher did get injured again, and it's causing the offense to suffer heavily. Hopefully, Marist and the offense can get back on track.
Wrapping things up with football, after 3 straight losses, the Red Foxes try to win their season finale versus Bucknell. Here's Ralph Rucker, the junior quarterback for Bucknell. This season he has had over 2,200 passing yards and thrown for 18 touchdowns. And here's Marist quarterback Logan Brabham, the redshirt sophomore in his second career start after Brock Bacozzi went down with a knee injury. Early on, Bucknell dominates the Red Foxes, scoring 24 unanswered points, but right before the end of the second, Brabham is able to find Matt Stianchi to make it 24-7 at the half. Early on in the third quarter, Bucknell continues to dominate, going all the way down to the 3-yard line, where Eric Weatherly is able to run it in for the Bison's 4th touchdown on the day. After Marist struggles again on offense, Bucknell gets the ball back, where Ralph Rucker throws it to Damian Harris on a screen, where Damian Harris runs it 24 yards for the touchdown. This game ends at 38-21 Bucknell, and that'll do it for the Red Fox 2023 season at 4-7.
Here today we have Logan Brabham, quarterback for Marist football. So Logan, you came off the bench the last few games. What do you feel about that? Like, how did you feel playing against Bucknell?
It definitely was, a great feeling. I haven't played a game since high school, so actually being able to get into a game and actually start and play well at that, it was a great feeling. Can't wait for next season, honestly.
Yeah. What you threw 3 touchdowns against Bucknell. How do you feel about that, especially since you haven't played in a long time?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely is a great feeling. I haven't really done that in a while. I haven't really thrown touchdowns like that, and to do that against a good Bucknell team has kind of solidified myself and kind of give me the confidence that I needed.
Yeah. And going for next season, how do you feel about you individually? How do you feel, and also how do you feel as a team going into next year?
Next year we'll definitely be a lot more motivated. With Coach P being gone, kind of sucks. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
But it's a new opportunity. We can get a new coach. Hopefully build a new mentality, build a new swagger about ourselves. And having that going into next season, I feel like it's just gonna be just motivation for us.
Okay. Yeah. How do you feel as a individual? Yeah.
I would say it's this off season is gonna be very important. Gotta work very hard. Solidify myself as a leader on this team to try to become that guy, that starting quarterback for our team next year.
Yeah. And you're a redshirt sophomore.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I know you might not know yet, but do you feel like you're gonna potentially stay a couple extra years, or?
That all depends on if I play or not. I'm definitely gonna stay for next year. If I stay and play well, and our team does well, I'll probably just come back for a few.
Okay. Yeah.
Even after falling to a 4-7 record on the season, the Marist football team fell to a 4-4 record for the Pioneer Football League, which is better than most years in recent seasons.
Thank you for tuning in to the Marist Sports Broadcasting Show. I'm Nick.
I'm AJ.
I'm Zach.
And we'll see you next time.